C, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and as we like to call our other platform, we come here from time to time, Cardboard PC Cam. All right, so today we are basically doing the steampunk PC. We're actually going to build a PC in here too on top of that, and we're doing a liquid cooling system, all that cool stuff, and we're definitely going to be putting in a kind of a power nuclear plant there, power plant there. And pretty much, all my nuclear power plants don't function correctly. Some of them basically just don't work, and they leak biogoo everywhere, which changes the atmosphere. We're also going to get to work on building those arcade machines that we need to design for our mini arcade system we're going to be building with a RetroPie and motherboard and everything installed in it. Now, as I said before, the reason why we're doing all these builds is because we are going to be setting up another company. We got our company going to be converted into one company, which makes it a lot easier for me, and for the gaming community and for everybody else. I'm a big gamer myself. That is going to basically involve some new technology for gaming. All right, so we have went over to Family Dollar, and of course I had to get a new glue gun because my glue gun broke. But also too, while I was in there, I saw this. Sorry, let me just tell you something. Goodness, my stand's coming in. Don't worry. I found this. We definitely got to do something with that. We definitely have to do something with that. We got to put a piece in there with veggie oil. Definitely got to build something with that. I got to pull the motherboard. I'm curious if that motherboard is going to fit in there. Like, I'm really curious if it's going to actually fit in there. Now, as for the nozzle at the end, I'm not worried about this because this right here, we can cap this off, no problem, so it doesn't leak anything out or anything whatsoever. So that's not hard to cap off. That's not hard to do. Look at my cat is just staring at that like, what is that? Is it a new toy? No, Taco, that is not a new toy. That is for my interesting build, because I do want to do a kind of a nuclear impact tank, PC tank, something new. I'm doing a different modifications for vegetable oil PC setups, and if it works out the way it does and it doesn't damage any of the parts, then yippee-ki-yay, we got something cool to show off even more. Where is the motherboard screw at? Is it up here? I think up here. I gotta pull this out. I need to take the dummy board and see exactly where it fits at on this right here. So I can take out the dummy board. Oh yeah, that's definitely where that other one is, way back there somewhere. So basically we build these PCs out of cardboard because, again, PC cases can get really expensive, and this allows us to be able to show you that different ways on how you can basically design and customize your own PCs. Easy way. Oh, these are magnetic. This one's tougher. I think the magnetic screwdrivers are pretty cool. Right, moment of truth to see if this thing actually fits. So we'll put that over there. It should have no problem fitting. Oh, man. Tell me this is not crazy, man. I've been like barely skimming by on some crazy stuff lately. But we have a problem here. The graphic card. Like, how will we run the graphic card? It literally have to be, we would have to use onboard video to do it. We'd literally have to be using onboard video because there's no way in the world to put a graphic card in there. So these cards come with, these PCs come with an HDMI port, which is for onboard video. But in order to do that, you're going to have to stack up the RAM pretty high to do it. So there's the onboard HDMI port right there. If you basically want to run your video not off this right here and completely off the RAM you have here, but we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to get a board at 64. 64 is enough for us to be able to run, or we could do 128. 128 is even better. We do 128 with a RAM. That's more than enough RAM to run any video application, and plus run the RAM needed for basically the board itself. So 128 it is. You can get a 128 RAM set up on your board for about $63. Not a lot of money. It's about 20. Usually the 2011 server boards have that option. So that's what we'll do. We'll have to run onboard video to do it. So let me see. So it fits in there quite nicely. Now, I do see the power supply might not fit in there, to tell you the truth, honestly. But we're definitely going to have enough room to run liquid cooling. Liquid cooling is definitely going to be needed. Looking at that back area to see exactly how much room we have back there to run power supply back there. Boy, it would have to be a really thin power supply to fit back there. Definitely would have to be a thin power supply. Oh, we gotta look into that. Well, this is challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. We have to build a PC in a jar. But this is gonna be a different liquid cooling system. It's not gonna be every liquid cooling system. It's something I want to experiment with and see if it works. If this thing does work the way I think it does, man, we got a whole different way on how to build vegetable oil PCs. A different way to do it. Now, as for that spout at the bottom, easy to get around that, seal that up so we don't have any problems with this at all, period. The USB prep fields and all that, they're just extension cables. All that's extension cables. Curious, will we be able to run the Bluetooth underneath there? See, this is where the experiment case comes in. And we could run the Bluetooth and all that stuff there. That'd be kind of interesting. Some stuff is going to get wrecked in this process, but we need to know. We need to find out. That's why we're going to buy some cheap stuff. So we start wrecking stuff in this tank. But yeah, this would be a good idea to see if we can get that to work. Another thing I'm trying to conquer is the Dells. The Dells, man. The problem with the Dells boards are modified so you can't mess with them. They're definitely modified for that. They don't want you tampering with their board. So hard to run those RGBs through there due to the fact that they want to go in and give you 5 pen ports and all that stuff. Though you can buy the adapters. The problem is that once you pull that out, the system's going to tell you that there's missing parts and it's going to keep bugging you and bugging you until security kicks in and it's going to shut you down altogether. So got to figure a way how to build some kind of... We're going to do some soldering. We're going to have to build our own form of... somebody did it. They built their own form of adapter to do it. We're going to have to do that. Got to trick the system to make it think that the hardware is there when actually it's not there. That's what we have to do. Some kind of jumper cable device we have to build to do it. So, because... what I like about the Dells come with a lot of stuff you put inside your case if you want to do it that way. That's what I like about the Dells. The only problem with the Dells don't like you to touch stuff. Certain things you can touch and certain things you can't touch. Alright, put my motherboard screws back in nicely. Here we go. Alright, we got our... we need to make our different colors. We got all that here. We got our nice corrosion, which I forgot to pick up what I needed to do that job right there, but we'll figure something out. I think a piece of cotton will do quite nicely. Got a new glue gun. I wanted to get the bigger one, but I really didn't feel like walking way down to get it. I have so much stuff to do. I got stuff coming in. I still got to build the screen we're going to need for the Halo system for the 235.104, so we need to do that. And we have the giant panel screen to install on this side with the built-in gaming system and RetroPie for that one too. So let's break out our new glue gun. My mother used to always work with glue guns, which I find kind of interesting because she always worked with these glue guns. She was into decorating flowers and birds and their own arrangements. And here I am now using the glue gun to build computers with out of cardboard. And we're doing a lot of, this summer we got plans to do a lot of cool stuff on showing you this new technology we got that allows you to convert any surface into an outdoor projection screen. So we're just going to be buying some random stuff from over at Home Depot. I got a shop I'm going to be picking up pretty soon. And then we can just go show you us coating some crazy stuff, popping some popcorn, and just watching movies off just about anything we coat with that stuff. So convert a movie into anything you want. That's the whole purpose of it. Allowing the customer to think outside the box. And if you don't want to use that, you can go outside the box and develop it any way you want. My cat is treat hungry. I mean, they fed him so many treats. Buddy, I just gave you treats. You don't need any more treats. He's getting greedy now. My cat greedy. All right, put that over there. There. And now this is looking pretty good. We got our piping system that we just installed, just using basic, the toilet paper roller holders that you can use. They make fantastic pipes. Fantastic pipes. It doesn't make a difference. We're going to put all our frost. We're going to make it look just like this. This is how it's going to look. This corroded look is going to look just like that. It's going to look like this over here. Some of us move it out, make it a little bit newer. Not newer, but still old, you know what I mean? Not yet corroded yet. And some are actually blended in. We're going to call him Ricky. I'm calling him Ricky the Roach. I like that. I was trying to think of a name for Ricky the Roach. For the Roach anyway, we're going to call him Ricky the Roach. He does need another friend. So I definitely plan to pick him up another friend. All right. We have to build a containment unit. Oh, I forgot to get the rest of the pipes. Man, flying fish sticks. I literally forgot to get the rest of the pipes. I mean, I have to go back out and do another run to get the freaking cover. We can build a containment unit now because we're going to need it. All right, show you how to make a containment unit. Let's get some parts. You know, the older to get, the more grunt sounds you make when you go to pick stuff up. At one point, you're going to start yelling, yeah! I make a lot of noise when I pick stuff up. All right, let me see. We're going to need this right here. People. And we got to make some more of this right here. Oh, I was wondering, like, what the heck is that noise? And one of the tabs just came on. About 60 tabs up there researching something just popped on. All right. If you put something in it, just stain it up really good to give it a really dirty look. So I just throw random stuff in there and splash it around, let it sit for a couple of days, and then dump it out and get something else and dump that out. Oh man, aren't you gonna need slime for this? We are gonna need slime for this. All right, we can build it. It comes apart, so it's not gonna detach on it permanently. Because I gotta put slime in there. I need the slime to be to pour out of it. Okay, that'll definitely work. Okay, we'll do a. I know we can get slime at. I just saw slime at freaking at Family Dollars. I'll pick up some slime containers from there. Get these label. We're gonna make our own bio stickers. Easy. That's it. Print it out. Some glossy sticky sticker paper, and we're gonna make our own whatchamacallit. So now we got to give this really, really old look to it. It's been around for a long time. So magic friend is this right here, caulking. Changes everything. And we also too, let me see what else we need here. Caulking, all that right there. That's not gonna look right on that. Just wondering out of curiosity what that would look like. Alright. The glue's heating up pretty good. Alright, let's get cracking Jackson on this. Let's get this stuff mixed, get it ready together, and get all this ready, get this thing painted in, get the job done, and we can finish from there. Then we have to move back over to the screens again, and I gotta move back over to here again, and move back over to the screen. We're going back and forth all day today. So when I told you it's gonna be a crazy day, it's going to be a crazy day. But we like it crazy, because if it's not crazy, then that means we're lazy. Ha! I'm taking that. That's mine. Patent pending. You can't patent pending that. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Gotta pop over to that thrift store. That thrift store is calling my name. I know they got some cool stuff in there to build some wild stuff with. It's calling my name. So come on in, Ken. We've got some cool stuff in here for you to build with. We had a thrift store when I was building those PCs, when I was renting out that room. We had a thrift store right up the street. It was a big one too. And man, I tell you, I was in there just about every day. Early in the morning, I would just go up that hill to that thrift store. Man, they had some of the coolest stuff in there to build some pretty cool PC setups in there. Never disappoint every time I go in there. Some old radio I can take apart. And I forgot to pick that up. The ray gun, because we're going to convert that to something for Fallout. All right, we'll get it today. We're going to go pick it up today. We're going to make a new ray gun. It looks old-fashioned. It's really old-fashioned. It does. It's like an old-fashioned. It's like a cheap, generic ray gun. That's what it is. But we're going to make it look like it's been around for centuries. We're going to give it a really, really beautiful look to it. Put some lights, install lights into it and everything. Bring it to life. Going to give it kind of like an old-fashioned Buck Rogers. Well, not Buck Rogers would be too soon. It'd be more like Flash Gordon kind of design to it. That'd be that era. I do like the architecture structures of the 1920s. They have an interesting kind of class to them. All right, we got that right there. It's all assembled right there. Let me see. We got the tank we got to build, so we got to build that out of cardboard. So let's push this back a little bit for you guys. There's a little room here. This is our. Where did I put the tank at? Oh, about to say it's back out. Like, am I losing my marbles here? Didn't we just have a tank in here a couple minutes ago? All right, so that tank right there, we're going to convert it into something cool. So, that's some trusty cardboard. Begin the process of building our setup. So once we get everything assembled, we get everything where we got all the paints, all the products, everything are done, everything's finished. Then we're going to really dive into building some crazy PCs out of cardboard. I got so much stuff I want to design, it's not even funny. I'm going to do some pretty cool builds. And then show you how to build PCs for cheap. And you can run your games off of it, all that cool stuff, you know what I mean? If you want to go into that field, you have to build a PC at the end of the day. Maybe it's up to you. You want to do console, but it doesn't make a difference. You know, people who have, I don't know, I don't get the part right there. If you have console, you have the option to do PC too. You can do both, right? I actually do both. I do PC expensive. It used to be really super expensive. I get a PC back in the day, it was really expensive, but today now it's not. You can get PCs for like $400 or $500. Matter of fact, they got the Dells. They take the Dells and they come with i7s in them and everything. i7 came up with an i7 with no problem. I showed you that, no problem. You get an i7. 16 gigabytes. Some of them come with 32 gigabytes on the 32 gigabytes of RAM. And you're talking about an i7. And if you get a 4990 is a good i7. You get a 90 on there, that's extremely good. That's good. That's higher than the 3770. And you get that on there, especially if you get a K and it's actually especially unlocked, overclocked. You're gonna have a ball with that at the end of the day. But pretty much, you know, for the average person who's not gonna do all that, you can just basically just get that. They got one over. They got a 4990 on it. It's got 32 gigabytes on it. It's got a the power supply is sufficient. It'll run it with no problem. And the graphic card, you can get a low profile graphic card. You can get a 3050 and a low profile graphic card for about 180 bucks. That's all you have to add to it. The whole PC alone by itself would cost you $125. So $125, 2 gigs. On your hard drive, which you're using anyway on these systems already. You have a 4990 i7 sitting on top of it. You have 32 gigs of RAM, which is much higher than what you have on your console system, which is pretty cool. And with the motherboard and all, that's pretty much if you're happy with the fan and all, because it'll run with no problem. You can still take it out of the case if you want to do it that way. But keep in mind, if you just keep it in the case, all you would have to do is drop in there. It's just a graphic card. That's it. Just drop a 30, and you're good. You're gamer right there for the door. That's all you need to do is drop in one card, and that's it. And that's what we're talking about. They were talking about the Dells are gaming PCs. They're like low-profile gaming PCs, but you can still game off. You can still play major titles off of it. And the only thing you would have to drop into it is a graphic card. That's it. Boom, you're done. That's what I did with these when I first got them. When I first got these PCs, I dropped in the 1050 Ti's. That's it, low profile, and I was gaming off of them. Yep. And in that compact case over there, I didn't have any overheat issues, no lag, none of that stuff whatsoever. I didn't have any problems to worry about when it came to that. So that came out fantastic. That worked out great. And then later on I was like, okay, I want to get him out of the case. I want to put them in a bigger case, you know, something else, you know what I mean, with some glass and peekaboo windows and some neon lights and stuff. Easy to do. Easy to do. The Dells will let you swap out the power supplies. You change your drive, CPU, all that stuff. The only thing they don't allow you to really manipulate and mess around with is them CPU fans. That's the only thing they get a little buggy about. And kill switches. If you change out kill switches, they have a problem with you changing out their kill switches. Other than that, if you strip out the kill switch from the original board and basically integrate that into your case, then you can use this kill switch on the door. Other than that, you can change out the Oh man, I forgot because they got that whole crap with that whole 5-pin nonsense that goes on there. And you can't run liquid cooling system. That's the problem I had when we did liquid cooling system because it was 5-pin. And even got the adapter on it. It still gave me issues at the end of the day. I'm gonna figure out how to get around that. I'm definitely going to put an adapter piece to get around that particular problem. Because you get so much with that PCs, and PCs are cheap, and you can game off of them. That's what we're going to have to get around that one day. So what we're doing here is we're building the holding unit. This is the holding unit that's going to hold this in place. We're just try to get a square, cut a little loop into it, and there we go. We got something that'll fit up there like this, and this tank will fit right on top of it, just like that, just perfectly, just like so. I'm excited about doing the Candyland PC because man, we could shine. We can use a high gloss shine on it, and with a little bit of a buffer or some basic hand polishing, we can get them looking like hard, shiny candy. So we're going to experiment. We're going to see if we can turn everyday ball or jack ball, whatever, into a piece of hard candy. With a little bit of painting, ingenuity, I think we can do it. We can make our own. I wanted to, if we do a PC like Candyland, it's got to be a different type of Candyland. It's got to be a neon Candyland with some little lights on, like little beat, like pretty much like a kind of a Ray disco. Okay, a Ray discotheque Candyland. What about that? Tell me that wouldn't be sick. I think that'd be awesome. It's not just any Candyland. It's a rave discotheque Candyland. You'd be on the floor with Tyrone. Remember Tyrone on the floor with the freaking glow sticks out there? Except you would have like the freaking ring pops in your mouth going do 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 do. That'd be awesome. We got to do something different. I can't do the same thing. It's got to be something different. So this is going to be our bio tank. Well, actually, nuclear tank. We're going to make this one nuclear. This is our nuclear tank. Apparently, the owners of this particular establishment has abandoned the establishment, and now it's covered in decay. But the power station still functions, as they all do. Now, in those corners we have back there, I'll show you, we're going to put in strobe flashers to give off a kind of a damaged wire effect. And we don't want the tank to be straight. We need to be a little bit crooked. So that's why I'm making one of these on a slant, just a little bit. So it can be a little bit uneven and a little bit shorter than the other one. There we go. See? Come up nicely. Throw them off. It'll be uneven. Measure where this is going to land. So just like so. Get ourselves a pen. Got a nice color there. I'll tell you, when I get done all these builds, I'm going to take this piece we have right here with all this paint splattered all over it. I'm going to frame it, hang it on my wall. I'm gonna add a little. I might paint over it. Not paint over top of it. I'm gonna add a little design to it with it within the splatter of the work, and then frame it. What do you call this piece? What do you call this piece? Vision and paint. Vision and paint. That's what we'll call it. Vision and paint. Vision N. That fits right there for our containment unit. So it's right there like that. Haha. Now you see what I'm getting at here, people. You understand vision? Become one with the artwork. Yeah, it's going to fit there just nice. Look. See? Right there. Look at that. Oops, one fell off. That's what we're going for. Now we're going to have to reinforce this structure because if we don't, it's not going to go well. I have all kinds of problems with it, so we're going to have to basically reinforce the structure. Once we get here, we're going to show you how to install and put in a panel system without ever having to touch the wall. That's one of the things I told you about the challenge when I came in here. Was when we saw the printed wallpaper, I was like, oh shoot, can't put screens in here. But you can put screens in here because we can't touch the walls. So that became the challenge. So to build a box-like wall and put the frame system in. That's the box-like wall here. And then once we put the panel system in, it looks just a screen. And the way our code is made, you couldn't tell where the lines begin and end. You won't even see them. It's the same thing we did with the styrofoam screen. The styrofoam screen was actually 6 pieces of styrofoam all together. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's what it was. That's how we built it. Because we couldn't find the styrofoams in one big solid piece. We found them in strips. So we had to build that strip by strip. All right, let me see. But you couldn't tell the difference, could you? Nope, nope, nope. Now, you know why this is such an amazing testimony for me? Every time I get a chance to come in here and work and build, I told you, I didn't go to school for computers. I didn't go to school for computers at all. And everything I learned from God. I learned nothing. Didn't go to school for any of this at all. How to build computers, all that stuff. Everything came from God. That's how I learned how to build all this stuff. Yeah, you teach you more than just basically building it. It'll teach you so many different ways to dismantle, put stuff together, do this, do that. Your mind will be blown on how much stuff it'll teach you. And the more you give him, the more knowledge he puts out to you. He's building all kinds of stuff. I got stuff I want to build that. We got a lot of stuff we want to build, but you know, I don't think I have the timeline to build it all, but at least I know it's there if I ever want to do it. There we go. Put our frame together there. That's like we built we built Henry. We actually built a man-eating plant out of cardboard in a flower. Which I'll show you if you haven't seen that one yet. This right here is our flower. We made out of cardboard. We made our jungle. We have a jungle system. We're putting in the whole thing is all cardboard. And this, if you haven't met, is Henry. Henry is a man-eating plant. It's a man-eating plant. At the end of the day, who's a vegetarian? He doesn't eat people anymore. He's a vegetarian. But yep, I'm going to build a whole storyline behind this whole jungle. It's electric jungle. I might even write a small little book for it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to write small little books for each one of my builds. Because over here we have the Antarctic we designed. Here, this is not even done yet. We still got more work with this. We're going to have a UFO crash in here, covered in a glacier. And then bits and pieces, you'll find stuff covered in these icy tombs, which will have, like, you know, aliens and stuff like that behind ice and stuff like that. And Olaf, I'm actually going to put a statue of Olaf. So we got so much stuff we're going to be cooling. But I want stories behind all my stuff. Stories make it sound so much better. Hopefully one day I get the opportunity to volunteer to teach kids art. Hopefully one day I get that opportunity. I'm telling you, art class is going to be amazing. We're building some pretty cool stuff. I wouldn't have work with power tools, but I can work with power tools and all that stuff. We would just build some stuff. They would do the light stuff, you know, they have to cut into stuff right there from the door. They can't do that stuff at all. But we have to study on basically how to build a log cabin. And what better way than just read it about it, but actually build a log cabin. Not a real big house, a little small, like something the size of a dog house. We can help us build this cabin. Yep. We all have to wear a Paul Bunyan hat when we do this. So I think what we'll do is get a bunch of hats. And whatever we're doing that day for that project, we wear a hat that matches the day for that project. And that's cool. You know why? Kids have amazing imaginations. Gotta learn to spark that imagination. Yep. Spark that imagination. My mom was always sparking our imagination. If we said we wanted to build something, she said, what do you need to build it? We should go out and buy what we need. We can put it together, bring our dreams to life. Got a nice structure for that. Now we got our trusty glue gun. Woo, we got a brand new glue gun. The other one broke. We got to build a monument for that one because that glue gun did me well. Oh, there we go. Go in there. So we're going to build a nice little stand here. Add a little more structure to our bio tank. Oh, man. That should have hurt, but it didn't hurt the jack at all. I can't find it. Basically hurt my hand a little bit, but not too much. I'm now in my head trying to think about basically making a jack ball look like a jawbreaker. I'll polish it up. I'm going to make it look bright red. It's going to be bright red. I'm going to turn a jack ball into a jawbreaker. That is going to be an interesting project. That's a little bit more sturdier. I like that right there. That's interesting. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. An astronaut. That's what I wanted to do. I've always been fascinated by seeing the world from the other side. I'm doing it in VR. Sometimes VR can do it. But I always wanted to see if I can be an astronaut. Now, if I had the opportunity, no. Unless we got no transporters. We got the transporters? Oh, heck yeah. I'll do the transporter in a hot second. That'd be pretty cool. Be able to transport anywhere you're going to go? That'd be pretty cool. I think we're kind of behind on the future. I was literally expecting moving sidewalks everywhere like the Jetsons and the holograms system they had on freaking Star Wars, you know what I mean? When 3P3 came out and he basically shot that image out and she was talking. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm happy with the future we have now, but still was expecting a little bit more. There we go. We got our own system here. There we go. See, now that gives it more structure. It gives it more of a more professional look than just laying it flat to the surface and gluing it in. Of course, we're gonna have to put a brace system in there too on top of that. Definitely gonna need that. So yeah, we're gonna put a PC inside that little case I just showed you. I think I can find if the Dell power supplies work in there. That would be nice because the Dell power supplies are small. I mean, they're small power supplies. They would definitely fit in there. But they said something about you can't run Dells in there. Dells will say short out your board or something like that. If you had a regular board. If it wasn't their board, you short out the board. I really don't want to go through that. I've done that one already before. I shorted out a motherboard. Man, that sucks. Especially when it won't come on anymore. That sucks. That's where you learn to grind yourself. Touching that motherboard, and apparently I did not ground myself, and I shorted out the board. So a little spark come out like that's the last I saw on the board coming on. Alright, so we got this section here. Alright, okay, from here to here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got that. Swanson Hungry Man Dinners. I don't know where we had that conversation at. About the guy from Happy Days used to do the Swanson Hungry Man Dinners back in the day. I think we were talking about when TV dinners came out, when they first came out. Come on, stay up there. That's why I'd rather do this with the glue gun than do this with the element glue, because the element glue definitely does not like to stay put. Alright, we'll have this done. We're finished. I still gotta pick up more pipes. Alright, cool. I need one of these. Drop this in here. Wait till you see the match system. Wait till you see the gaming match system we bring out. Man, I'm telling you, I plan to take that thing everywhere I go. It's all portable. And I found a portable projector. I did. LG has one. LG has a portable projector, ultra short throw, that can fit in the palm of your hand. I found one. You got to get one. Sony has a nice ultra short throw, but for some reason only available in Japan. I wish I could get one. This ultimate tabletop projector setup, but you have to get them from over in Japan, and I don't know, it'll take that long to get it over here. Mother Georgia Ghost. Sorry, people, that's I don't curse anymore. I used to curse back in the day. Yeah, it's like a sailor. Not anymore. I have my own. When I burn my hand, and just go, Mother Georgia Ghost, or something called Freddy Frankenstein. I think that's the other one I have. I was in the store calling my sister a lint licker. I still can't live the Orbit gum. Yeah, that's where it came from. They came from the Orbit gum commercial. Did that stuff, the lint licker. You lint licker. She was in the store and I was messing around with her. She can give me a soda. She came back with freaking ginger ale. I do not drink ginger ale. I like root beer. Is my favorite. What would you give me this for? You freaking lint licker. You're cracking up. Alright. So now we're putting in our base for when we have to hook that up, get that done. All this has to be painted, coated, and all put together up there. So yeah. And then we're going to have to go down and pick up some slime, because we're going to need it inside that tank. Because if I put vegetable oil in there, I run the risk of maybe it could leak, a possibility. I do not want to entertain that at all. So I think filling it up with slime would be nice. But we have to make this slime glow, because it's regular slime. So that's why we use that activator, that nice activator. We're going to dip that slime and that activator, and man, we're going to powder coat it. So it's concentrated on that slime. Hit it with a little blue black light, and that thing off. Just like that. Just like that. It'll fire off in a second. That's why basically when you buy glow-in-the-dark paints, the problem is that they charge up when the lights hit them, but after a while they lose their ability to charge. And what you do is you get some of that clear powder activator. You put that stuff in there, anything will charge them. Anything will trigger it off. Lights in the environment, your cell phone, anything will trigger them off, because it's really sensitive. So yeah, that's how you do it. And if you don't want to change the color of the paint that you're using, they make a clear version of it that you can use. Now, if you really want to set your PC off so it looks like you got some kind of radioactive blinding light coming off of it, once you paint it in with that activator, let that dry, and then you take a little polish, mix that with the activator and go back over top of it, yeah, that thing's going to glow like there's no tomorrow. Those are ways you get around and making yourself actually glow. And you can paint all that stuff inside your PC. That stuff will glow higher than your RGBs in there. Your fans, if you don't have glow-in-the-dark fans, you can convert them into glow-in-the-dark fans. any light that hits them, that whole thing glows. And with multiple colors, oh, it's beautiful. It's definitely beautiful. I would do pink, yellow, and blue. It's a beautiful color. They set up right nicely. That's that cyberpunk kind of color. I like cyberpunk, by the way. For those you don't know, I do like it. Boom. See how that fits? See how that fits? I'm talking about extra minty, people. Extra minty. It means it's cool. Extra minty. It's my own line right there. Extra minty. But people probably say it too. Extra minty. It's extra minty. Like, how was that pizza? That pizza was extra minty, man. Extra minty. Or my favorite word is whimsical. I love using whimsical. I use whimsical and everything. How was the fries? They were absolutely whimsical. Whimsical. Alright, I'll put a piece here in the middle. Or we can put a piece right there. We want to make this look more detail to it. Claptrap have his own game. Claptrap needs his own game. That machine, that is the most hilarious character I've ever seen, was Claptrap from freaking Borderlands. He needs his own game. They should make a game for Claptrap only. I don't know if he has one. I know in Tales of Tina he has some episodes on there he played, but he literally needs his own game. Claptrap is fanatical. Claptrap is fanatical. Shenanigans, he's shenanigans. He is shenanigans. Look up shenanigans. See Claptrap in there. Come on, right back at you. I want them to go back, because there's so many unanswered questions about Claptrap. There's just so many. They need to make a game and go back how it all started with him. How he became who he was. I bet you that'd be the funniest thing you ever saw in your entire life. Because Claptrap is hilarious. You ever sit down and listen to him talk? Like, put the game in idle and just listen to him in the background? He says some of the craziest stuff you've ever heard in your life. But he's such an interesting character. They literally had to go back to the original orange of Claptrap. How he was built, how he started. I'm curious about that little guy. He's an interesting character in the game. He's hilarious. There we go. That fits nicely right there. There we go. Can't buy it, we build it. When a teacher and says we don't buy, we build. All right, now we got to change that thing over, right? Because that's looking kind of. So we add a little corrosion to it, and the best thing for corrosion is this right here, white caulking. That's perfect. You want to submerge something in ice, then you do clear caulking. If you want to make it look like lava, you want to use clear caulking and basically glow-in-the-dark paints would work perfectly fine for that. To make that glow-in-the-dark look to it. If you want to make it look really, really sick at the end of the day, you take the clear caulking, you take the this right here, the white caulking, you do your design, and you coat that in red, all in red glow. And then you basically put the clear over top of it, and then you put that in an invisible, like yellow and orange all combined, and it gives a really crazy look to it. It just like fire. We gotta make some of these props for you guys to show you exactly what I'm talking about. How you make your own flaming PC look like real actual flames. And if you can run AL, yes you can give up that kind of flickering effect to it, like your machine's really on fire. I would literally have that design around the liquid cooling system, which would be pretty hot. A cooling system like flames, I tell you, flames, burning flames. Remember, people, if you're making a super fast car, you got to remember to put holes in the side of it, because that makes it go faster. That's where I watched the movie. I don't know where I saw that from. The guy was going out with a car with a pickaxe. What's the hose for? It makes the car go faster. Alright, so let's get this car down here. Whew, man, I got an urge for freaking cake. I don't know why I want some cake. Like a Hostess cake. Whatchamacallit, the crimpets. Alright, so we're going to basically get our corrosion on here. Dab it in nicely. Dab it in nicely here. And then over here. And we get out our magic cardboard. And this is how we get this look right here. That look. That's how we achieve that look. That corrosion look to it. Very easy process. Extremely easy. Little piece of cardboard. And you go in and you tap it in. There's no way to mess it up in any way whatsoever. This is the chaos before the calm. That's what I call it, the chaos. They have an art class up there. I'm going to take some art classes over there. I can learn something. I don't know. I can incorporate it into this. I want to learn how to oil paint. I would love to be able to learn how to oil paint. Because, you know, you can make some cool PCs with some artwork on the side of me. How cool that would look. Like Bob Ross kind of work at the end of the day. His work like that. That'd be cool. Have a PC designed that way. This is my Van Gogh PC. Yes. There we go. Now we got that in there. That's done. We got the other side to do. So let's get a little bit of this right here. And we'll repeat the same process all over again. This other side over here. Oh, almost got my phone. Ha ha ha. There we go. Alright. Repeat that process again. No more. This is drying. I have to go work on the pipes. Pipes need that corrosion build up. Now I gotta urge for some freaking marshmallows. So I roasted marshmallows. I don't know why I do. There's $1 million answer for you, right? The $1 million question. Come up with a restaurant that just serves picnic food. That'd be nice. And outdoor roasting barbecue pits. See, that's $1 million idea. I mean, people actually crave barbecue in the wintertime. I do. You can only serve foods that they have at a picnic. That's it. If I'm saying picnic incorrect, I do apologize. And you can have outdoor areas where you can roast hot dogs, you can roast your marshmallows and all that stuff. That's $1 million idea. No one has that. That'd be nice. Make it there, because that'd be nice. See? People, if you think about it, when people make a restaurant, they do the same thing everybody else is doing. Everybody's doing hot dogs. Everybody's doing hamburgers. You do a restaurant like that, you can call it campgrounds. I don't know what you want to call it today, but just serve food that you would have at a picnic only. And then you can have outdoor barbecue pits where people can go out there and they can roast marshmallows, make s'mores. They can make all kinds of roasted corn, all that stuff. That's amazing. At the end of the day, I mean, people would love that. Trust me. I bet you. I guarantee it take off. Now watch. Sooner after I make this, sitting there like, that's a fantastic idea. Let's go. I don't care. I don't even want the money from it. Knock yourself out. Enjoy yourself. Look, I got enough on my plate as it is. The Lord's always blessing me with some amazing idea, and I just put it out there. You know, if somebody takes it and runs with it, go ahead and run with it. You know what I mean? Do something with it. Remember, the glory goes to God, because He's the one that makes it all work. Yeah, now watch. One day I'll pop up and I'll see a restaurant. Be picnic tables out there and everything. Have indoor picnic tables, all that stuff. Like you really at a barbecue, or like you really at the barbecue. But except for inside, you can do the roast and everything outside. Oh man, you have be surprised. And if you really want to expand it, once you get to that point, you really expand it. You could basically get some campground areas out there where people can rent little spots to barbecue their food. They want to bring anything with them. It's right there. I was coming with that idea. I had an idea about a cereal bar. Fantastic. Cereal bar, big giant oversized chairs, big projection screens in there, and you just serve cereal in large bowls with spoons. Dress code requirement. You have to wear pajamas. Not that unveiling. You can't be coming in looking all hood. Get wear some regular pajamas, regular long pajamas, big old fuzzy slippers, and you can sit back with other old cartoons from back in the day, the retro cartoons. There you go. Somebody make that so I can go to that, please. I got ideas in my head like that all the time. Like, why come we don't have this? And how come we don't have that? That's a fantastic idea for a restaurant. But somebody will come out and put the same pizza parlor in the same area as 40 other pizza parlors. Like, really? You guys aren't really thinking outside the box on this. People would line up. People eat cereal 24/7. I eat cereal in the day. I eat it in the afternoon. I eat it at night. So there'll come in people who have a cereal bar. And they do have cereal bars, but not like the one I just mentioned. Some giant chairs in there. I would love to sit in a giant chair and eat cereal. Somebody will take that idea and make some money off of that. And if I sit there and go, hey, I thought of that idea, you think I'm going to come and say, oh, no, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I have enough that my Lord has blessed me to have. If he gives me blessings, at the end of the day, I try to pass them on to other people. Because I want to see you be blessed too also. And on top of that, I get to go to a place and show on a giant chair with slippers on. I'm dying to break in them freaking Godzilla slippers. I got some Godzilla slippers. And they make the sound, they make the intro. The minute you step in, they make the intro. And then they go, rah! Like, oh, my niece got me those. These things are huge. Taco runs every time he hears them. He starts running. Flee, Taco, flee! I have awakened. Yeah, I got some Godzilla slippers. I would definitely rock them over there. I had Buzz Lightyear slippers. It said, in infinity, in beyond. It made the rocket sound when I walked. It's pretty cool. So, that's what I'm talking about. See, stuff like that. Restaurants like that. You make something like that, man, you'd be surprised how many people be lined up at the door just to come in and get a bowl of cereal. Just to watch. It's not the fact you can say you can go home and do it. Some people like the experience, like movies. You can go home and watch a movie anytime you want, and especially when now they transfer movies, you can watch them. But it's not like the movie theater experience is what it is. You know what I mean? Experience to be around a crowd of people you don't even know, sitting and watching a movie together, eating other people. It's nothing like it. So the same thing like the cereal bar. Same thing. That'd be freaking cool. And you can't be coming there wearing lingerie and all that stuff because there's kids in there. Gotta keep it appropriate. Everybody gotta wear the pajamas. Just pajamas. You wear pajamas. Man, I'm going there with my freaking SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas, bright orange, with my slippers to match with them. And I got one of them hats, the big hats with the ball on. Heck yeah. That'd be awesome. Please somebody make that. That'd be awesome to have. You'd be surprised how many people line up in there to get a bowl of cereal. And they gotta be big bowls too. Big bowls. Everybody like the big bowls. Then you have like the different selections of cereals you can pick out. Man, that'd be awesome. Maybe Lucky Charms all day. I love Lucky Charms. That's my favorite cereal in the entire world. I can eat Lucky Charms every freaking day. I've been eating Lucky Charms since I was 10 years old and I still eat it. I had everything from the chocolate Lucky Charms to the limited edition green. They had limited edition green. I had all of them. I didn't like the flakes too much. Flakes didn't do it for me. They just didn't do it for me. But I had all the rest of them. Alright, we got to add some corrosion to this because this is looking too new. We must change it, alter it, make it into old. People remember, aging is beautiful. It is aging, like you're getting old. It is beautiful. It is. It's like a fine wine. It gets better. Wine gets better with time. Man, they got Easter candy out already. I done went through 3 holidays by walking through Family Dollar. I went through Christmas, Valentine's Day, and Easter in one hit. So I went and got my Easter candy. And that's pretty much, I don't really buy anything for Valentine's Day, but I went and got my Easter candy and my freaking Christmas candy at the same time. We got the black jelly beans. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was a kid, I loved the black jelly beans. They were my favorite. They were my favorite. But you know, at that time, they didn't even have black jelly. They had bags dedicated to black jelly beans. And man, I remember since I was the only one coming from a family of 10, I was the only one that liked them between me and my mom. We were the only ones who liked them. Everybody else didn't want them, so I would trade my jelly beans over for those black ones. And next thing you know, I would have a nice big pile of black jelly beans. They only give you like 2 of them in a pack. I could never understand why. I think they're the best thing. But anyway, whole pack of black jelly beans. All black jelly beans. Man, that's the best. And I still got them. They got them around this corner right now. I got a whole bag, couple bags of them. Man, that's the best thing ever, man. All black jelly beans. Another thing, if you're addicted to the marshmallow in your cereal at the end of the day, Amazon sells all marshmallows. The same marshmallows you have in your cereal, the dehydrated, dry ones, they sell them. 5-pound bag. Yep, did that adventure too. Let me tell you something. Everybody had that thought at one point of eating a bowl full of nothing but marshmallows and milk. We all done it. Had that thought. Then, eating cereal, like, man, I'd love to have a box of cereal one day, just had nothing but marshmallows in it. Well, guess what? I conquered that bucket list. Because I did it. And guess what? It was the most highest sugar high I ever had in my entire life. I don't think I was blinking at one point. Yeah, that was the best, man. Then I put it, you can have as many marshmallows as you want, and you're lucky charms. Like, there ain't enough in there already, but still. Sheesh. I was tired. But yeah, that whole bowl of all marshmallows, oh my goodness. Yep. Pupils got real small, like, they just shrunk and got real wide. And basically, that was the best ever. I got a chance to complete something on my bucket list, was to have a bowl full of nothing but freaking Lucky Charms and marshmallows. What happened? We're on Bluetooth. I don't know why we would have that. We're on Bluetooth. We're not even running it off the Wi-Fi right now. We're running off Bluetooth because Wi-Fi does disconnect sometimes, but it's mainly on the PC. I think it's because this place had the walls are older, but I might get a booster in here and that'll basically shoot it up a little better. But yeah. So we're putting our corrosion in nice and thick because I need this to be really heavily coated. Because again, it is a bio tank, it does take some damage at the end of the day. So we need this to be really, really, really coated quite nicely. And I think we're going to go down to, I got to go to Family Dollar, I got to go pick up my slime. The rest of the stuff, how to make it, how to hype up that slime, we're going to have to go to Amazon and get what we need from there. So we got a nice little corrosion look to this. There we go. Picking up that paint on these corners. Oh crap, forgot we just did the bottom, right? This makes a great paint job right here. There we go. Down nicely. There you go. I want to have to set this in here to dry it because there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to set any place out because the bottom is done. That's why. Alright, there we go. That'll fit nicely in there. Right there. So that's our tank. We're going to make our own bio stickers and all that other cool stuff. So we're going to bring it to life better. Now we got these pipes up here. That's our next stage. We got to change these pipes over because right now these pipes are looking too new. So let's get started on that. I'm going to have to bring you guys up to the top. Work on the pipes. This is looking pretty nice already. We've got our first prop done. And now we're going to work on our pipes. So look at all that. Turn this around so this is much better. Okay. So the job right here is all you need. It's cardboard, and you're good to go. Get the cardboard living in all life. Let me get in here a little bit. Nice little corrosion buildup here. I love how this is all just coming together. Everything just basically goes in its own direction. As I said before, this is where you get into the chaos. Chaos is what causes it to all come together. Can't be neat about it. There's no way to be neat about it. Don't try to make it perfect. It won't work that way. Imperfection is actually beautiful. That's what shows you at the end that basically, if it looks like it doesn't look right to you, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. Alright, so all comes together nicely. Like I messed it up. You didn't mess it up. You made it perfect. Chaos is not controlled. It goes anywhere it wants to go. That's what it does. You try to control it, then you mess it up. See? Has a nice look to it. Now watch when that's coated, when that dries, it's going to come out looking like that. So the more lines and stuff we got going all over the place, the better it comes off. And behind these, of course, behind these, going to have that corrosion pushing through behind these pipes, because you know that's how corrosion works. It spreads everywhere, rushes out, goes everywhere. At the end of the day, I'm just a dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's all I am. If we do some other crazier builds I want to do, but I gotta wait till we do the shot with them, because they're tanks. And the tanks are vegetable oil cooled. I am going to do 10,000 Legions Under the Sea. Definitely one of my most favorite movies ever as a kid was 10,000 Legions Under the Sea. And we want to do the ship being attacked by an octopus. And we can use the strobes, small strobes we have to wire into the ship. We have to build the ship ourselves. So the strobes and all that. And we can do the electrical shock, like to get an electrical shock to get the octopus off them. And we're going to build one out of vegetable oil. Vegetable oil PC, submersive tank design. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Or a giant octopus in there. So we get into the stage 2 of our corrosion design. It's basically called, this is an extra layer that goes over top of it. We already got the first layer, there's another layer that goes over top of it. It's a building layer system. Look at him, he's checking me out over here. How dare you? I don't have anything here. Here you go. There you go. There should be something for you. There you go. He's hungry, and give him some sweets. There. All right, we got that tank in the way, so we need to get to the side. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh shoot, we got that other side over there. We gotta get that done over there. We just want to cover this in there. All that. Alright, where's that small piece we had? Yeah, exactly what I was going for, but you know, whatever. We're getting there. Next time, note to self, do the PC corrosion pipes first and then install it in. That would have made things a lot easier for me. But either way, it still worked out. So we're getting a little corners down here. Get that done. Didn't I buy myself some cake? No, I did buy cake. I swear I bought myself some cake. Alright. Got a nice little copper penny rusted corrosion job here. Oh, that came out real nice. That drip came out real nice. I gotta save some of this because we still got the ceiling right there to finish off. So that's definitely gotta be done. But we still gotta come back over again and do another job of more of the corrosion buildup. But it came out pretty nice, like I said. We still have to do more of these heavy compressed areas, areas that are just basically impact with that corrosion, which we have over there. And that's going to be an interesting job because not only is it that, there's several different areas of different textures of corrosion. So we have to make a kind of a seafoam darker one, then a lighter one, and it's going to go back and forth. So that's going to be crazy. And some are going to be a little bit darker. Down to the darker tips. It's pretty cool down there, huh? Yep. We're going to put a trace soft white light through this. Definitely a soft white light. Some real beautiful flowers. So we're going to paint and do our own beautiful flower vine system. It's kind of a bit of one thing I liked about was Far Cry. Remember Far Cry? You played with the twins. Yeah, their world at the end of the day. I like that setting. I like that chaos and calm at the same time. You have the chaos from the nuclear explosion, but yet all those beautiful flowers just everywhere. Just it was a beautiful mixture. I like that. That's what I want to put here. That's what I'm seeing here. And a lot of that with the pink neon and yellows and blues and stuff like that. Yeah. That's what I see here. Look how the cardboard separated when the glue gun hit it and the paint hit it. Just separated and pulled apart. That is beautiful. And people, we put some time in this, didn't we? Yep. Yep, so we're dripping, baby. We're dripping. There's no mistakes. Only progress. I like that. No mistakes, only progress. So all we have is no mistakes, all progress. I wonder if we can coat that ceiling from here. We should be able to. Let me see. I'm going to do it this way. I guess it would help if I put the phone down first. So it can kind of help me. That'll work. See if we can get it from here. See what the heck was that? Just fell over. All right. Let's see. I was thinking of Elaine that Kramer cracked her neck like that. It's a chiropractor. All the crazy stuff they seen Kramer do, would you let Kramer crack your neck? With pain comes pleasure. Crack. Crack your neck. Kramer does some crazy stuff. My favorite was the screen door. I like the screen door. Screen door was hilarious. That was a good one, the screen door. I mean, that was one of the more epic ones I've seen. That was that screen door. Okay, it's going nicely. Yes, there's a better way to do it. It works. So we're flipping the whole thing over and going that route. Okie dokie. We're getting there, people. I was talking to my landlord about. He was talking. I remember this show that came on about this guy who basically trusted in some kind of security firm, and he put his social security number up, saying that there was virtually no way that no one could get to his identity due to the fact of this whole security company. Man, that was the worst thing that guy could have ever done. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, it was the worst thing ever done. His identity got snatched quick. I mean, he literally put his social security number on billboards on this company that he invested this money into, thinking that he said, "Look, I got so much faith in them that I'm willing to put my social security number up on a billboard." And I mean, not just one billboard. They were just all over the city. They were on everything. His social security was on everything. Buses, everything. He just advertised it everywhere. And yeah, he got hit so hard, man. It was unbelievable, man. He was getting all kinds of charges. I read through the whole thing. I read through the whole police report and the complaints and all this, everything that went on. It was insane. People were charging everything. People were paying off their bills and getting cars and stuff like that. Because he's the CEO of a company. You know what I mean? Of course, he's got like this massive amount of good credit and all this stuff. And yeah, had a field day. You know, you only get one social. That's it, you know. But yeah, they had a field day with him. And I think that was really a dumb mistake he shouldn't have did. I wouldn't have done it in a million years. Nope. I don't care. You can have freaking Autobots guarding your stuff at the end of the day. I'm still not doing that one. But yeah, I remember that guy. I remember him. I remember the commercials. I almost forgot about him. We were talking about how crazy that was. And yeah, that guy got hacked. They hacked the living daylights out of that guy. And he had to really do too much in hacking because his social security number was there. It was everywhere. It was all over billboards and everywhere. It's everywhere. And yeah, that guy, that was the biggest mistake he made. And like the firm was telling him, like, it's not, everything is breachable. Everything is breachable on the planet. There's no such thing as no place that's not breachable. When those kids go in and they hack those little secure government units, they get caught. You know, they track them down in no time at all. And then they're like, hey, look, how were you able to get in here? Like, well, we just did so and so and so. And they get hired. They get hired to protect the same place that they basically broke into because they figured out something that they didn't know. So yeah, they hire them. They bring them on board. But everything's breachable, you know? And I don't know what was he even thinking with that one? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. He put it on billboards, buses. It was advertised everywhere. I never forget that guy. LifeLock, that's what it was. I couldn't think of the name of the company. It was LifeLock. And LifeLock, on top of that, they got sued a couple of times. They got sued for some really bad stuff. And they kept changing the name to something else. But yeah, it was LifeLock. They were the ones who actually did that. I remember that too. I was like, is he crazy? And then people were looking at it like, that can't be real. Like, who is crazy enough to do something? He did it. He definitely did it. It's called LifeLock. I forgot the company. The brand was called LifeLock. Yep. But, yeah, that's crazy. It's like if you ever watched the documentary on Niagara Falls, it's pretty interesting about not just the falls themselves, on how many people literally went over the side of this thing in a wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow? No. It's not a wheelbarrow. They went over in a I can't think of the name of it now. Name of it. What it was, but they went over. It's pretty. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like the wheelbarrows. Not the wheelbarrows. It's something like that. Oh, I gotta Google myself. I swear sometimes I wonder. Niagara Falls. Let's see. Google challenge. Right now, this would be a Google challenge among my family members. Wheelbarrow. It's not a wheelbarrow. Something else. People went over Niagara Falls in a wheelbarrow. What do you mean? Some kind of cat. So people without people close to their deaths. What did they use? I don't think of the name. What would you use to go over Niagara Falls?
According to Niagara Falls,
A wooden barrel. I couldn't think of it for some reason. It was in my head. But a wooden barrel. Think about that. Some people made it. Some people didn't. Yeah, freaking wheelbarrow. I don't know. That's the thrill seekers of that era. You know, we got them. Everybody got drill seekers, man. They do crazy stuff at the end of the day. You got those guys who jump from building to building to building. You know what I mean? Parkours, yeah, parkours. They jump from building to building to building. And then, when they get older and they have kids and a family and all, they're like, "Why didn't you stop me? I could have killed myself." Yeah. Well, you were a thrill seeker at the time, you know what I mean? You're young, doing crazy stuff. We're doing our ceiling right now. It was much easier than just flipping it over and doing it that way, because that would have been just a complete headache to turn the whole thing upside down. And I'm working on the pipes right now. So, let's get that part done. And then we got to put in our corrosion around our area here. And then we have a fan system over there. I just want to get this coated nicely. You're not going to see it, but, you know, I'm going to add something nice here. You know what I mean? Do it right. I'm going to get this back side over here. We had that conversation with the family about how I told you guys how Santa Claus is considered to be the most powerful mutant. I already had that conversation with some family members of mine that are huge Marvel fans. They're like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, you ever think about it? You ever think about it? You really think about it. It's actually kind of just really not hard to think about it. That's really true. Why he would have that kind of power." I was like, you know, that's not too far fetched. I never would have thought of that in a million years on that level. But that's interesting to think about. It's just fun and interesting to think about that you never really thought of a guy coming down your chimney to give you gifts. Basically becomes one of the most powerful mutants on the face of the planet. That becomes interesting right there. Alright, people. Thank you. I have virus protection. And they block. Oh man, that came out really, really corroded. Look at the freaking craziness in that. That came in really nice. Yeah, that came in nice. I like that. That came out nice. I'm a happy camper. Gotta go somewhere else to get caulking though. I think I took the last one over there. So there's no more left in that section. So I would have to order it online to get a a bunch of them shipped in. That's what to do. But it's getting there, as you can see. Got a nice job painting there. That's all finished and all. Got a glue gun. I still got to put the arcade machines together. To get that done. But I think it's 12 o'clock and it's feeding time for the bears. I gotta get something to eat. I'm starving. Alright people, hope you enjoyed our build here. We're working as we get it done. As I said before, this is going to be wrapped around new gaming technology we're working on. New gaming paint. So, you know, better way to better your gaming experience. Giving you the power to convert your screens or anything you want into anything, which is pretty cool, you know. Design your own gaming screens. It's pretty much what you'll be doing. Of course, we'd like to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because we want it for Him. Like I said, none of this would be possible. Mind you, the machines and everything I have before me right now, all these builds, I didn't know how to build computers at all. All that came from God. How amazing He is. That being said, thank you for your time. I do appreciate you coming in and stopping by. We're not done. We still have a few more videos to go today, because again, I want to show more off on this. We are going to do the paint job. We are going to do the corrosion job. You can see all that pops off. I want you to give you an idea what that's going to look like. And we have the Halo bar coming in pretty soon to show that off. Thank you for your time. If you're interested in our product, please check out our website. We do have free worldwide shipping. I got to go. Thank you all.